as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line with the Tennessee Titans. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
He'll look to throw. Uncorks one for Davis. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Now here's Janice. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll set up a throw. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
Now that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3 and out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on 3rd down to force the incompletion to set up 4th. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return, and it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face a 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
How about that run? Picks up a first down. Note the enthusiasm in my voice. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in the fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. And I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill.
Back to throw. Sets up the screen to Lewis. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will find Davis on the left side, complete. And he takes this down deep into Cleveland territory. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now an Eastern Michigan man, Darius Jackson on the carry. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. He'll drop to throw. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation. And Suckup will put this one right through. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point. So no problems converting there.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you...
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. A big play that time for Cleveland. 58 yards.
Not the tallest receiver on the field, but he just shouted to admit that the little guy can't go downfield and make a big-time catch on a deep pass because sometimes they'll just out-scrap you for the football.
Now they try the right side here. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Corey Coleman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead.
That drive was quick and impressive. Almost like they had somewhere else they needed to be after the game.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now Dion Lewis to return. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with a football here to begin quarter number 2, but they face a second and long to start things out. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Derrick Henry, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And that'll make it third down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And Davis has it over the middle. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Excellent return that time, 26 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, first and 10. A reminder later tonight, a game some folks have had circled on their calendars since the schedule came out in April. That's the Super Bowl rematch. Falcons, Charles, at Foxborough to take on the Patriots.
Super Bowl 51 and a half, anyone?
Then on Monday night, that's no slouch either, an NFC East battle between the Redskins and the Eagles.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. It's the rookie from USC, Adoree Jackson. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him. Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. On second down, here's Henry. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Now, that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Now a handoff to Henry, and he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. Dumps it off to Lewis. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And he fires one incomplete. Duke Johnson, the one he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, 1st down. And he gets it away, and it's a laser, headed for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now back to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. They'll drop the throw. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he is out of bounds, getting it just shy of the 35. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
Now that's a quarterback who's in charge out there right now. Wants to throw the ball on 3rd down, doesn't find anyone open, tucks it away, takes off, and picks up the 1st down. Not by a little, but by plenty.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Looking to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They'll look to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. It's Tedrick Thompson, the rookie from Colorado. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Well, look at that, Chuck. A rookie picked the rookie on that play.
How about that? Is that rookie-on-rookie crime? But you know what happens, too. If you're a rookie defender, you tend to adjust to the game a little bit quicker than if you're a quarterback. Too many things still going through his mind. And on that play, the rookie defender won the battle.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So they're operating in the red zone. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns add on to their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Titans now. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And down he goes. A coverage sack. Took too long to get rid of it. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll look to throw here. Uncorks one for Davis. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And a fair catch is taken here, a step or two inside the 45-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. It's the rookie from USC, Adoree Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And now here's a carry heading left. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
All right, here we go.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He finds Coleman. A very solid gain of 27. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman, and it's third down.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And they're definitely showing blitz here.
Can't believe they let you play. Can't believe they even let you play. All right, here we go.
They'll set up to throw. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That would be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. They're going to look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. It's the rookie from USC, Adoree Jackson. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah,
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Give him 30 yards there. Well, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time,
he's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Fighting his way. Touchdown, Titans. Jonnu Smith with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
You remember the good old days?
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Browns getting set to go. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
So the D-line's going to spread out.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Let's go. Green.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Being chased out left. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here.
Here we go now.
They'll set up a throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 49. Give him 8 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Let's go.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
All right, here we go.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The Browns on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Here we go now. Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw. Out to the flat for Hyde. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. And we're back now here in Cleveland as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
He dumps it off for Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
He'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the 1st down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. Buying time to his left. Rashard Matthews here on the catch. And he's brought down. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard around the 37. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And that is incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Here's Brett Kern now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
And this one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
Detroit! Let's go! Green, 39!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
All right, here we go.
Back to throw here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Let's go! Over!
Dancing to his left. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does, and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. They'll run for it with Dion Lewis. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and pick it up with Lewis. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Dion Lewis, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Here we go. Green, 39.
And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Let's go. 5 minutes, Philly. Here we go.
Back to throw. And this one's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku. And it'll bring up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the 1st down. That's what's vital to them.
The Browns on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. That one looks like he'll throw here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Let's go. Green, 39.
They'll look to throw. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. as expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got his tight end in Njoku. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. No, check, Patriot.
He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And this one is incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Now, they're just trying to do anything possible to try and get the ball downfield and get into field goal range.
And with that clock dwindling, they felt the need to take a pretty big shot there. Unfortunately, couldn't complete it. It's brought in by Davis over the middle. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Only a 1-yard gain, but good enough to just about finish this one off. Now, this worked, so I guess I shouldn't be nitpicking too much, but they only had a couple of inches to go. Why fake punt?
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Tennessee, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they fall to defeat for the 2nd time this season. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings.